Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Welcome everyone to a special edition of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's good, everybody doing out there? Thank you guys for tuning back in here to the 11:30 podcast YouTube channel. If you're new to the show, you're new to the podcast YouTube channel, definitely do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, like it, leave a comment, and share it, and definitely follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, like I said, man, I'm back at it. It's a special edition of Talk Pro Wrestling. I'm not gonna be long, but you guys, man, this is a post Talk Pro Wrestling of Backlash that went down last night. It's Sunday. Nice Sunday, just going down here in Washington D.C. So it's all right. It's a little cloudy though, but yo, man, enough of the small talk. We gonna get into it. WWE Backlash live from San Juan, Puerto Rico last night, and man, oh man, woo, woo, dog, WWE outdid themselves, man. On the latest episode, on the last episode of Talk Pro Wrestling Commission Talks Edition, that was live on Wednesday. We did some favorite backlash moments, man, and boy, oh boy, I guess we could have waited to this episode or to another episode, but man, where do I even start at? I guess we can start where everyone is talking about. What everyone is talking about. Like I said, WWE Backlash and the match in the superstar that stole the show. But Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, man. Um, a lot of people felt like it should have been the main event. I woke up, man. I'm just strolling through social media and TikTok to be exact, and that's all you was just saying the Bad Bunny entrance, the whole matchup, and everything about it. And some people was, talking about it should have been the main event. And man, I was thinking it was going to be the main event because they announced it on the kickoff show that it was going to be a double main event. So I was like, since they in Puerto Rico, I'm guessing that Bad Bunny and Damian Priest they probably going to main event the show, and which was totally fine with me. But you know, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, I was figuring that was going to be the main event, which it wound up being. But boy, oh boy, did that match steal the show. Man, Damian Priest. Shout out to I want to start out by saying shout out to Damian Priest, man. Damian Priest has been working his ass off. I was just saying to myself a little earlier. I saw a video on social media, and I think it was ahead of Backlash last night. And Rhea Ripley was just, talking about Judgment Day and talking about how, they just stick together and how Damian Priest did not have a match at WrestleMania. Dominic had a match at WrestleMania. Rhea had her match at WrestleMania. Finn had his match at WrestleMania, and Priest didn't. Priest didn't have a match. And I was like, damn, Priest been, busting his ass off, and this was his WrestleMania match. At Backlash, that was his WrestleMania match. It was a big moment. And leading up to Backlash, I was like, okay, man, they probably gonna do like a Judgment Day and LWO with Bad Bunny, but I didn't know it was just gonna be Bad Bunny versus Priest. But the match itself was amazing. I thought Priest, man, he stood his ground, man. He was kicking the shit out of Bad Bunny, and man, Bad Bunny just earned everyone respect, just putting in the work and knowing that he truly loves the WWE and he truly loves wrestling, and it showed on Friday night where all the WWE social media platforms they blurred it out and they try hard not to show it. The jacket he wore on SmackDown, and just seeing that logo and that image, that WWF logo on today's WWE, product was pretty mind blowing. But you know, um, he's not a regular talent. He's the biggest music superstar in the world, so he could get away with that. Like a regular WWE superstar. Now he's taking off TV, he's firing all that. Like, but man, the entrance though of Bad Bunny, man. Like, I don't know what my man was saying, but I was sitting there grooving. I was sitting there grooving. I was like, oh, my man turned this whole joint into a concert, man. A whole joint, like they just vibing. Like like this was the first time since WWE returned to San Juan, Puerto Rico, I believe since 2005. 2005, 2006. Everyone leave a comment down below. I believe it's 2005. And one match particularly that I remember of that, I don't remember the whole entire show, but I know it was Elimination Chamber because I bought an Elimination Chamber before the whole network came out. My DVD selection, that was the network. So I think I had bought the best of Elimination Chamber matches, and one of the matches on that DVD set, the Elimination Chamber match, is in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I remember it vividly because when the countdown to the next superstar coming out, they were counting down in Spanish or whatnot. So I remember that. I know Randy was in the match, Chris Benoit, a couple other guys though. Yeah, but that was the last time since they've been there, man. And oh, bro, like it felt like there's another thing I said to myself, man. Like when WWE, did what they did in Backlash and also Friday Night, it was like man, you ain't seen your cousin in a long time. That's how it was. That's how the energy just came through the screen, and just even the superstars, man, even Seth Rollins, man. I literally thought, I don't want to jump all over the place, but I literally thought Seth Rollins was going like stand there for a minute until Omos really kicked him, and that was hilarious though. But I know it's a video out where it was like 12 minutes that the crowd just sung Seth Rollins' energy, man. But that emotion Seth Rollins just showed at the end of his match was just like, man, I love this, man. Like you don't get this. You don't get this often. And I think WWE, with them going the back, or with them going to Backlash or went to Backlash in Puerto Rico, and obviously they did stuff in Saudi Arabia. The fans are okay there. Um, and then the next one after that is Money in the Bank in London. And boy, I think that is going to be amazing too. But it was just like, from the love and the chills that I got from that crowd, it was like, yo, man, it's like you ain't seen your cousin in a long time. A cousin you ain't seen in a long time, and y'all just having fun and y'all just marking out. I'm talking about from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. They was amazing, man. But the Bad Bunny entrance, dog, was just, dog. They died with that, and that was on a different level. My man came out to. I thought he was gonna come out to the Booker T theme song, that they always use, but my man came out to a song that, hey, look at, I had to hop on Spotify and add that to my playlist. I just did, and I like it. I'm grooving with him. I don't understand what he be saying, but that's Trap Bad Bunny right there. It was awesome, man. The drone footage, just how they captured every moment of it all, and man, just from LWO getting involved in the match, and we knew Judgment Day was going to get involved, and out comes freaking Carlito. Carlito, yo, like that's the reception he needed. And also when he returned a couple of years ago, I believe it was 2021, at the Royal Rumble in the Thunderdome. And boy, social media and everybody at home went crazy, but man, that reaction and seeing footage from inside the arena when Carlito came out, man, it was marvelous, man. It was just, man, like, and then he had the apple and he spat it in Dom face. Brilliant, man, brilliant. And then he had Savia Vega come out, man, and just do his thing. Bruh, I don't know, man. Like they got a treat. San Juan, Puerto Rico definitely got a huge treat. WWE needs to mark it on their calendar. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to come back to San Juan, Puerto Rico later on this year. They need to make it a thing where they go here twice a year or something. How they do the UK or such. Like, because that crowd was marvelous, and you could tell they missed everything. And even I'm gonna move on to some other matches, but particularly one match, the 6-man tag team match. How the fans chanted, "We want Roman." Dog, like I don't think we haven't heard that since Roman was champion or anything. No one chanted, "We want Roman," and one of those was, "He's not here." But yo, man, that was awesome. brilliant match between Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. Everything was nice, man. I loved it. Definitely loved it, man. Um, and it goes down as one of the best backlash in history. One of the best backlash, man. I gotta say, I gotta say that's the best backlash in history. But we got some other matches. Me personally, the best backlash match ever, in my opinion, I might be biased, is The Rock versus Triple H Backlash 2000 here in Washington D.C. But Backlash 2023, I mean, they killed it. They killed it, man. Friday night was just a little snippet of everything to come, a little bit sort of backlash. But that drone, man, that just coming into the arena and just, man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, man. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, then you guys, man, like, we had to start off the show. We had Bianca Belair taking on Io Sky, which was an awesome match. Like, the crowd just made this match 10 times better. If this backlash was anywhere in the states, man, probably other than, I just want to say, any other way in the states, it wouldn't have been as good as it was. But the crowd was so behind Io Sky, and for a moment, I thought Io was going to take it until Bianca, I mean, excuse me, not Bianca, but Bailey got involved and, tried to uh, keep Bianca down or some crap like that. I was like, EO had it. But Bianca prevailed and she won it. She's the longest reigning modern women's champion in history. So shout out to Bianca. She's going to SmackDown, which I don't understand because she got the Raw Women's Championship and Rhea still has the SmackDown. So I don't know how they're gonna make that, work. And the draft goes in effect tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. So that's going to be pretty interesting, man. Pretty interesting. Okay, we had Seth freaking Rollins, you guys. He has Seth freaking Rollins going one on one against Omos, man. Omos been put in these big situations. He took on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. He lost. He took on Seth Rollins last night, which he lost, but which was a great matchup. And I want WWE to really, tap into Omos. They can really get him. I understand he's an attraction. They want to bring in a Nigerian audience and everything with that. I think Omos can really be something if they really get behind them and not having them have squash matches and really do something though. But shout out to Seth freaking Rollins, man. The interest was fire. They singing along to Seth Rollins. Like I said, man, it was like a cousin you ain't seen in a long time, man. For real. Seth Rollins is looking forward towards the World Heavyweight Championship tournament that's supposed to start Monday night. Now, before I get back to Backlash, let me get my thoughts on this real quick. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, we had the draft, right? And Triple H said the SmackDown title. I mean, well, Roman Reigns, wherever show he goes to, that's what title is going to be on. Roman, he's the Universal Heavyweight, undisputed, blah 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 blah. If he get drafted to SmackDown, he's going to be on SmackDown. So that means Raw is left without a title. So, Roman Reigns was the first draft pick. So Raw now has the Raw Heavyweight Championship. So now on the press conference, Triple H says we having this tournament, right? But we also going to include SmackDown superstars with it too. What the hell? That don't make sense. To me, that don't make sense at all. I mean, like, if you wanted some of the SmackDown superstars to be in it, I mean, like, why couldn't they just get drafted to Raw and just compete in the tournament, such as maybe AJ Styles or LA Knight or whoever they got going to be in the tournament? And they got Night of Champions coming up, and Roman Reigns is advertised to be on the card, and we're gonna crown a new World Heavyweight Champion, bro. Roman gonna be on SmackDown next week, and what, bro? Like, I'm smacking everyone around, dog. Like, dog, I'm going to Raw, and I'm letting everyone know you're just a secondary champion, a third champion. You're not even, like, you're third place. I got both titles, bro. I got the Universal and the WWE Championship. It doesn't make sense. I was never a fan of them putting both belts on Roman Reigns. I never, because knowing where Roman Reigns was headed and the direction he was going, he was not going to be at every show. And that leaves Monday Night Raw without a title. So, like, I was never a fan of it. They could have just took the WWE Championship off of a Roman Reigns. I understand they're trying to break, multiple records with Roman Reigns. They announced that on Backlash last night, 1,027 days or so, he'll break Pedro Morales' record. So that's going to be that's big time right there. 1,000 days is big time, but hey, man, like I don't understand it though, but man, the World Heavyweight Championship tournament is a couple of guys. Like I said, I would love to win it, but number one overall, man, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins has to win it, and it's his to win. It really is his to win. Okay, more backlash. Rhea Ripley defended her SmackDown Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega, hometown girl, and boy, oh boy, did she represent, man. I knew she wasn't going to pick up the victory. I knew she wasn't going to win it, but I knew she was going to show out. I know Zelina can have awesome matches with some women that are doing a damn thing. Like, shit, even when the pandemic kicked off, Zelina and Bianca was having good matches on Raw. So I know Zelina can really do it. That was her moment. Like, if she never get anything else, that was her moment. That was really her moment, man. So that was a great match. And like I said, man, if this was anywhere else, that match would have been trash, man. The fans would have shitted on it. Like so much other things would have just been like, ugh. But okay, what else we see, man? What else we see? We had the triple threat United States Championship matchup. Austin Coward Theory or Austin still the victory theory. Like, come on. I mean, Bobby Lashley had that right there. But you know what? I was rooting for, and I don't know. I mean, this probably ain't a lot of people's favorite, but I like my guy, Bronson Reed. I mean, I just love the big man. I love his finisher. Oh my God, the dude did somewhat of a springboard like to the outside of the ring on, I think it was Bobby Lashley. I was like, yo, that was sick, man. But yo, I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed. That could be another big guy who could really, really do something on the main roster, man. So I'm loving it. But Austin Theory steals the victory, and he's still United States champion, and he's going to SmackDown. Bobby Lashley is going to be on SmackDown. Bronson Reed will stay on Monday night Raw. Oh man, what else we see, man? We had the 6-man tag team matchup between the Usos, or the Bloodline, Usos, Solo Sikoa versus Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle. This was an okay 6-man tag team matchup. It was a really bad placement. It was placed in a really bad spot of the card, in my opinion. You come off that hot ass match, everything about the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest match, and then you follow that with the main event, which was a decent main event between Cody Rhodes and Brock. I think it was a weird spot, but the matchup was cool. Great action. Too many damn super kicks though. Like, how many super kicks do we need, man? How many? How many? I was like, come on, another move, please. Another move than a super kick. But the highlight of the match was Solo Sikoa about to Simone Spike his big brother Jay Uso. And Jay Uso like, man, yo, you gonna hit me? You really gonna hit me? And Solo like, yeah, you feel me? So this whole story is gonna get interesting. The drama is really gonna kick in on Friday when Roman is gonna be there. The Usos been dedicating their matches to Roman, and they've been coming up short. They won last night, but it was all because of really for real, Solo Sikoa. Great matchup, really great matchup, but the story is going to be really good. What's up with Solo Sikoa? And I know Jey Uso got really something to say, like, what he got in your head now that, you want to take me out, though? Like, interesting, man. Really, really interesting. Okay, and then, you guys, man, we have the main event of the show. Yes, the main event of the show was Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar. Cool matchup, man. Really cool matchup. Great match. Brock Lesnar, bled like a freaking pig, man. But I didn't know how this was gonna come down to it, and I know Brock was definitely gonna be some Cody was going to get some crossroads and on Brock, and Brock was definitely going to take Cody to Suplex City, which he did. Like I said, great matchup. It came down to a sort of a roll up pin, 1, 2, 3. Cody got the victory. In my opinion, it was like they were just wrapping it up. I don't know if that Brock Lesnar blood spot was, you know, if that was supposed to be, if that was supposed to happen or not, but he was bleeding a whole lot, and it seemed like they wrapped it up. Cody left and went backstage and left the ring to Brock, and sort of went off a little interesting. So, but overall, man, all the matches was great. Like I said, Bianca Belair taking the victory. Io Sky, man, they got to run that back. Definitely got to run that back. Seth Rollins, hopefully he's the new next Raw Heavyweight Champion. That was a great matchup. Zelina Vega definitely showed out. Rhea Ripley retained her title. Austin Theory escaped with the victory. Bad Bunny did his thing. Like I said, the Bloodline defeat Matt Riddle and KO and Sammy, and Cody Rhodes take home the W at Backlash. Man, really, really great Backlash. That was awesome. Come back to Puerto Rico. WWE, you got to go back to Puerto Rico. Oh, and another thing before I wrap this up, man, for everyone, let's create a challenge, man. Let's create a fan challenge for uh, for every week, man. I like for TikTok. Let's create this challenge. Can the crowd from Monday Night Raw be as great as the crowd in Puerto Rico? No, but can you guys challenge them? Can you guys bring that energy? SmackDown is going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee. I forgot where Raw is going to be at on Monday night. But you guys, man, bring that energy, man. And I know Puerto Rico, they was hyped because they haven't had a WWE event in almost 20 years. So, man, they are thrilled, man. They were thrilled to see them and thrilled. They were just happy. So, WWE is hot right now. I'm loving to see what's to come with this story, and hopefully WWE do more international events, man. This was definitely great. A quick episode of Talk Pro Wrestling post Backlash, giving my thoughts and opinion. We're gonna see where this World Heavyweight Championship tournament goes, because really not a great fan of it, man, for real. So I like the title, not a fan of the tournament, especially we having triple threat, man. Like, why we couldn't have a nice tournament on Raw without the SmackDown superstars? But hey, that's that, man. Hey, you guys, man. This edition, a special edition of Talk Pro Wrestling. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Please subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button down below. Like it, comment, share it, and follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms, you guys, for real. Yo, new episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, man. Next Friday, actually, this coming Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a new episode of the 1130 podcast show Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. For real, this was a great one. Thank everyone for tuning in. Until next time, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. I'm out.